Here's Susan Lee and David Asman, both here in studio, coming up next. We talked about the first richest man a lot lately, Elon Musk. Now you've got Jeff Bezos, who doesn't want to be ignored, right? Also popping up quite a bit on Twitter. He tweeted, the newly created disinformation board should review one of President Biden's tweets about inflation. The White House responding, saying, quote, it doesn't require a huge leap to figure out why one of the wealthiest individuals on earth opposes an economic agenda for the middle class, says the White House. And now Bezos back on social media, tweeting this in part. Remember, the administration tried their best to add another $3.5 trillion to federal spending, but failed. Had they succeeded, inflation would be even higher than it is today, and inflation is at a 40-year high. He's got a point. So let's bring in Fox Business anchor David Asman and Fox Business correspondent Susan Lee. Great to have both of you with us. Susan, quick, your response to the growing sort of trend at the Washington Post to point fingers at the president's economic agenda.
By the way, the two wealthiest people on the planet just agree with each other. So Musk just tweeted that he says government spending does fuel inflation and that we'll see a recession in 1 year to 18 months. So yes, I think it's true that government spending does fuel higher prices, but it's also true that you've never heard Jeff Bezos complain about the $2 trillion CARES Act or the $900 billion stimulus package when Amazon was making record profit and record sales each and every quarter. You are hearing it now that Amazon has lost money for the first time in 7 years, and that's because of higher inflation and labor costs that Amazon has to pay out.
Yeah, so, and he's also saying COVID stimulus, given the fact that everybody seems to be wise to how this inflation came about?
In a divided government, I think it's very hard to pass the Senate anyways, but there are recessionary risks. You heard the former CEO of Goldman Sachs, Lloyd Blankfein, saying that the recession risks are very, very high in his view. And also, Elon Musk just said that he expects a recession here in the U.S. in the next 12 to 18 months. So is spending necessarily going to bring down, I guess, costs and prices in light or in enough time to prevent that? I think there are questions.